turn that off. Yeah. You know, it looks beautiful. My Sunday Painters record. Did you know? Don't be sick on my floor. It's 2019. And it's time for another hidden history. The Port Kembla smokestack. Yeah, $500. That's a bit steep for only 2 songs. I think that's the shot. We're going down to Blambley, it's time to hit the road. Alright, looks like we're not watching Mad Wax Surf movie. Because we're watching an Australian classic black horror movie, Razorback! We found it! Buddy, cameraman, we found it. We found the Blamby jetty. So the Port Kembla bunkers have been a major tourist attraction since they opened the doors a couple of years ago. But to all those visitors that go down there, how many of them actually know about their history? I assume not many. That's why I'm here to tell you. So don't bother doing your research, because I've done it for you. Originally called the Kembla Fortress, spanning across the Kembla coast to protect Porto Harbour and the steelworks from any attacks from Japanese cruisers and sub. Luckily it didn't happen though. For years, Aboriginal people settled and lived on the site, all around Hill 60 and out to Red Point. But during the early stages of World War II, the military forced them to evacuate so they can begin construction of the fort and battery. By 1942, Port Kembla Fortification was armed and ready to protect against any threat. Being structurally hidden into the hills, Daniel, shut up.
Sorry.
You should turn your phone off.
Sorry.
However, many of the fortifications did adopt outdated weaponry from the First World War. Illawarra, Drummond and Breakwater batteries were equipped with BL 6-inch MK X1 guns that were taken from decommissioned Aussie naval cruisers. The HMAs Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. The shield for the number 1 gun still remains to this day. We'll see that a little bit later. Don't skip forward. You got to stay here and wait until we get there. The Breakwater battery on the northern side of Port Kembla above the harbour holds another gun mount along with dragon's teeth used to stop and trap enemy tanks from bombarding the coast. Now there's a war museum that displays most of Kembla Fort's artefacts along with an Owen Gun developed by Wollongong's own Evelyn Owen and manufactured locally for the Aussie military. The Owen Gun was a 22 caliber submachine gun that Owen invented in 1933 at the age of 24. Now, I'll talk more about that later in another video because there's actually a lot to say about that. And there is an Owen Gun on display in one of the pubs, but I can't remember which one it is. Now, Drummond Battery in Coniston, below I-98 and Winch Studios, was another installment for the protection of Port Kembla. It was a counter-bombardment battery that was construction. It was a counter-bombardment battery that was anyone want to say it for me? It was a counter-bombardment battery that was
constructed
in 1942, similar to the Breakwater battery. They held BL 9.2-inch guns that were fired only twice and apparently took out every window in the area. They used Toothbrush Island as a target practice, and some of the damage can still be seen there today. Almost immediately after the war ended, the army quickly abandoned the fort. The guns remained for some years but emptied and closed off to the public. Only a couple of years ago did they open the door for tourists again. The gun shield still remains on the southern tunnel but fenced off from the inside, so you have to go around to get to it from the outside. Fort Drummond, however, Drummond is still closed off and was converted into a mushroom farm for about 20 to 30 years due to the temperature and humidity inside the tunnels. But that business was abandoned also some years ago. There's also a small fort in Mount Nebo, but that one, not much information I can find, and going up there is a bit dodgy because apparently squatters live there. But all these sites are still in possession of the Australian military. But that's not going to stop us because let's go have a look. Let's go! Not now, Daniel.
Oh, damn.
We've got to wait till Lawsy gets here. Today we start our amazing expedition into the Port Kembla tunnels. We have not been here since yesterday afternoon. So much could have changed overnight. For example, there could be someone in there. So we're taking our leather man in for protection. Let's go. They shut like everything up.
Probably some kid.
Boy.
Oh shit.
It's open.
That's so creepy, you cannot even see in there.
Oh, there's a moth that just came out from underneath there as well.
Yes, or just fucking doing nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, I can see you guys like way clearly now.
Back at what? We gotta look for that room with the hole in the wall. There's the gun shield. It's a bit flooded than the last time we came. Can you see it through there? What the?
What?
Did they like trim all that down?
I reckon. It's a lot more down than it was. Yeah. I swear the floor was dry last time. It was.
You can see it, it's well done.
Yeah, holy crap, it must come through. Like I'm gonna do that. Sorry, you make like fake news. What? Like you just say, you know, it's like I'm using some break stuff, you might not hold. Get like thousands of views. Yeah.
If I get killed, it'd be good for content.
Yeah, it would be.
If I get killed in the thumbnail,
Yeah.
must watch it.
And we'll just laugh in the background. Oh, that's better. Look here.
I like aeroplane jelly. There's a fucking gun.
What the?
What?
Did we find another one?
Holy shit, we did. What the heck is that? Let's go. What the heck? That's weird. You could live in here if you're homeless.
This was a lookout. Back in the day, these trees would be here, and the two gun ports were out that way. They used Toothbrush Island as a target practice up in Coniston, and apparently you can still see the damage where it hit. Remember, I wanted to get that door the first time we came. Stuff that I tried to lift it out of me.
If it was in good condition.
They're yelling at me.
It's so thick. How can you put sugar?
There you go, that's where the other one was. But yeah, they were using it as, it looks like people were using it as a fireplace. Well, isn't that beautiful? That's a work of art right there.
The fuck is it?
That's a work of art right there. There's Toothbrush Island over there.
Fucking hectic. The adrenaline is pumping.
Welcome to my crib. Up on the roof is my neighbor. Off standing goes.
I missed ya.
What's it like up there?
I reckon. Waddle flip challenge. Oh, first try.
What the fuck? This is Fort Drummond in Coniston. There's two of these. There's this one. What?
Goodbye.
This is Fort Drummond. Drummond. There's two of them. Another one over there. That's where the mushroom farm used to be. This one's completely sealed off for, I don't know why. The other one just has a fence around it. A lot of mozzies. And this one's got cameras too. Used to have a big cannon. This one used to have, two of these had the decommissioned cannons. They shot 16 Ks apparently. And that's Aussie. He's been here for years.
Holy fat. Been here since 1939.
Up there.
Yeah, see this one's painted on Tyrone.
Mushrooms.
Shout out to the actual boys. They got the tag over there. A very good channel. Go have a look. It's a bit hard to see on camera. Yeah, it is.
This one almost looks like...
Can you see the camouflage, Danny? Well, look how over there. See, it's like painted green.
Oh, yeah.
Trespassers will be prosecuted.
Danger, danger.
That is an old sign.
Very old. That door might have been from there. But it's under a big rock.